Hello my friends, and we're back for Adventure 2 in our Wrath of Ashardalon playthrough. When we left, Miss Vistra had fallen into the dungeons and discovered this monster horde. Now, she managed to clear them out. It wasn't easy, but she did it solo. Knowing that she needs to go back, she's decided to round up a buddy for round 2. And I've decided to go with Hescon. You guys seemed to like the idea of a fireball throwing wizard, dragonborn wizard, because who needs healing, right? We're just gonna go in and murder them all. Psh, not a problem. So we're gonna try Hescon here, and I played around a little bit with his starting hand based on, they give you the examples of what you should start with, but we're gonna do this ourselves. And his daily power is super cool. It's hurled breath, right? Obviously being a dragon, he gets to just coat an area with his fire. Choose a tile, then 2 tiles attack each monster, which is really nice. Now it's only a +5, so he's not quite a Vistra, all right? But that's pretty good. So once again, this is his daily, his one big attack, and then his other 2 that he gets to use and flip. First, I went with the shock sphere, which is a little orb of sort of lightning he can send out, and again, it attacks each monster. He's sort of a ranged dude. Does 2 damage on a hit, 1 on a miss, which is really nice. So he can mow down a group of people with that one. Use and flip again. And the last one is mirror image, which is kind of cool. He can create these little mirror images of himself, and it adds to his armor class. And there's a chance that maybe the monsters will hit the mirror image and not him. Flip and use. So his big 2 whammies that we're going to be seeing a lot of on this playthrough is going to be good old arc lightning. Gotta love this one. This one can attack up to 2 monsters on your tile or 1 tile away. Does 1 damage, right? So it jumps, which is really fun. And I went with hypnotize, which I thought is kind of a neat one. You can hypnotize a monster, move it, and if it lands up next to another monster, it'll attack it, which is kind of a cool little way to sort of take over the brains of someone. So Vistra struggled because she could only hit 1 monster at a time, and I found that to be a little bit scary. Not gonna lie, she kind of got swarmed a little bit. So I think Hescon will be a nice addition for her, with some of his utility powers being able to target more than 1 monster. We only do have our 2 healing surges now. So yeah, we're gonna have to run in, mow them all down, and then get out. Setup's super easy for this scenario, as the idea is simply get in and murder everything. We only have to eliminate 12 monsters. So there's no exit tile. We're not trying to get anywhere. We just need to explore, spawn, and murder 12 monsters. So let's set up and get going. Hescon has a few less hit points. He's only at 6 compared to Miss Vistra, but that makes sense. And his special ability is, I guess you should also note, he has a lower armor class. It's only 14. And he has a speed of 6, so he's a little bit faster, and his surge value is a little bit lower. So he's a little weaker, but a little speedier. And his ability is Mage Hand, so he can open any door on your hero's tile, not just adjacent doors. So sometimes in scenarios, you'll be told to place closed doors that, hide things, in which case Hescon can Mage Hand those open. Now, they also need starting items, and we're just going to draw from the treasure deck here until we find something that's called an item. So, for Hescon, great, this works. Let's give him a potion of healing. You or an adjacent hero regains 2 hit points. All right, so, that's nice, and considering you don't have a healer, but weapons would be preferable, so Miss Vistra's going to pick up also a potion of healing. Okay, well, okay, that's all right. I think this is going to be helpful for us. So we can take a few hits here. We'll just have to slay some monsters and get some better loot. All right, let's get started. Let's put Miss Vistra first, being the fighter. That seems to make sense. Put her here, and we'll put Hescon, backing her up, maybe put him back here just in case something ugly pops up. And we're gonna let her go first, and he is gonna follow second. Good old sequence of play card. We should know this by now, right? Hero phase. We don't really need to move or attack, but we will explore because we are adjacent and we need to find some baddies to destroy. So our first dungeon tile is a white one. What a wonderful way to start. And our first monster is going to be, oh, a Dura Guard. All right. He's kind of tough. He does have 2 hit points, so that's too bad. Let me find his little figure. Oh, he's a tiny little fellow. Oh, he looks like the cutest of old men. I feel like he's a Victor. Oh dear, we're gonna have to mow down Victor. And we'll put him on his scorch mark. And we assign the monster, since we're now playing with 2 different characters, the monster is gonna go to Vistra. So it will activate on her turn in monster order, like we've always played, but it won't necessarily activate on Heskon's turn because he doesn't have a guard. If he pulls a guard, however, and has sort of control of one, then they will both activate. Okay, so that's a possibility that can happen. But for now, we're going to place him on his tile. All right. We have a white marker, which is great because we don't have to get one of those terrible, terrible encounter cards. So let's just move on into the villain phase. And our tactics for our guard is very simple. Is he adjacent to a hero? Nope. Then he wants to be. All right. He's on a tile with no heroes, which he is, and an unexplored edge. Oh no, wait a minute. What? Draw a dungeon tile from the bottom of the stack and place it next to the tile. Draw a monster card and place that figure on the tile. Ooh, so he doesn't exactly move closer to us. Instead, oh, I see why. He is a sentry. He is going to call for reinforcements. All right, so let's take a tile from the bottom of the stack. Oh, and of course it's an encounter. Ooh, I wonder if I do the encounter card because technically, activate each monster. I don't think we do. I might have to check, but we do need a monster. So let's resolve that first. And it's going to be, oh, the Legion Devils. This is the worst one. We are just getting swarmed right off the bat. Darn it. All right. Let's see. You need all 3 of these guys. They just appear. He summoned the worst set of creatures. All right. Oh, this is going to be a rough start. All right. So good news, bad news situation. Since we are currently in the villain phase, all right, we've already done exploration. So even though we did pull this tile, let me slide it on down so you can actually see it, with a black encounter marker, we don't have to resolve it. We've skipped that phase. So we get off a little bit scot-free here because we don't have to pull an encounter card, which is great. But the little Legion Devils that we summoned, we are technically still in the monster activation phase, so they are going to get to move. Just like this guy appeared on the Scorch Mark and activated, well, these little Legion Devils also appeared on the Scorch Mark and they get to activate. So, no encounter, that's good, but Legion Devils will come for us. And if they are within 1 tile, which they are not, which is good, they're going to move toward the closest hero. Now remember, they're going to move Scorch Mark to Scorch Mark, but since we already have a guy on there, I feel like they're just going to close in here like so. Boom, and maybe this guy will take the lead. That looks good to me. We are faced with a lot of people. All right. That's fine, that's fine. We bought our range attackers. We've got lots of healing potions. We are on turn 1, and remember, we're trying to kill 12 monsters. So this is, I'm gonna say, a good start. No, it's not. It's not a good start. All right. I'm trying to spin this. I'm trying to spin this nicely. Okay, so this is the kooky part. Her turn technically is over, right? Because she was our starting hero. I guess I should have had him open it. So we are actually on Heskon, and he man, he might have to whip out one of his big powers on turn 1 because there are 4 people. So I can arc lightning, which will attack 2 of them, which isn't bad. Okay. The Legion Devils, the good news is they are only 1 hit point, so it's just a ping ping. We could arc lightning them out, which would be really nice. Or we could shock spear, and I think, I know this is kind of crazy, but I kind of feel like this is where we're at right now. On a hit, he's going to do 2 damage to each monster. On a miss, he's going to do 1. So he can technically just shock them all to death. Okay, and let's go big, right? That's why we're here. Haskar's not fooling around. They've walked down this dungeon. They've seen Victor. Victor's called for his buddies, Huey, Dewey, and Louie, because, you know, he's no dummy either. So let's see what we can do here. Hopefully we can do well. And let's pull out our daily power, our one-time use, shock spear. 20. Oh my goodness. Yes, we picked the right companion. This is how you play this game. Let's go. All right, choose a tile within 2 tiles of you. I choose that tile. Attack each monster. On a hit, it does 2 damage. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in 1 fell swoop. There's a cute little sub rule as well, especially for Legion Devils. It's like they knew it was going to happen. Each Legion Devil figure defeated counts toward the 12 monster figures needed to achieve victory. Ha ha ha. And once we do this, we actually discard the card, okay? We don't ever draw, I'm sorry, excuse me. We're going to put the card on the bottom of the monster deck and do not draw a new monster to replace it in case we do pull another Legion Devil card. So we're only allowed sort of 1 mass killing in this scenario, and we've achieved it. So mental note, guys, we cannot have any more Legion Devils, but our trophies of death are up to 4. Now, even though we killed lots of creatures, you're only allowed 1 treasure card, but I feel like he earned it. So let's give him, our crossbow of speed. We love to see that one. We know how that guy works. All right, so that's gonna go in. Ooh, that's really nice. Okay, our crossbow of speed, Haskar's got it. Or do we want to pass it on? Instead of moving, you can make an attack. Ooh, I don't know. Should we give it to Vistra? She's such a beast. I feel like, let's give it to her for now. Let's give Miss Vistra. She knows how to use it. She's an expert on this crossbolt of speed. All right. We're already up to 5 experience points, so we could level someone up, or I'm going to keep it to get rid of those darn encounter cards. I think you've seen how terrible they can be. And this sad little card is now flipped over and is out of use, unless we find something to reactivate it, but I feel like that was definitely the play here. All right, so we made 1 attack. That was all we did. And now we get to move. And I think we're going to move over here, Duke, to get us ready for our explore action. Just because I feel like trying to make our way through here is going to take too long, and we want monsters. I know that sounds weird, but we want monsters. So let's see if we can't get some. How about a monster and an encounter? Sure. We can do that as well. All right. How about a grell? Ooh, he's another 2-powered. We're grabbing the baddies. Okay. And he also has gonna either poison or daze us. Ooh, he is a baddie. Man, this monster. We're starting off rough. So the grell is going to go to Hescon. That's fine. Next up, yeah, we knew it was coming. You can't avoid it forever. Volcanic vapors. Cracks in the floor expel poisonous vapors from the magma pools below. Place the volcanic vapors marker on the active hero's tile. If that tile already has a marker, discard it. A hero that moves onto this tile or starts his or her turn there is poisoned. Ew. Okay. We could cancel this, but I don't think we're gonna be on this tile for long. Now it will affect poor little Vistra, but she's got that iron stomach, so poison doesn't really affect her. So I think we're gonna let volcanic hazards be for now. Now remember, Heska, he hasn't moved onto the tile and he hasn't started, so he's not poisoned there yet, but he does have a grell coming for him. And if the grell is adjacent, he's going to bite. If not, he's going to move adjacent and attack with his tentacles. All right. I assume he's just going to walk right forward here and stand in the doorway and tentacle him. All right. Sorry, my dude. I don't think there's anything we can do to avoid this. He's a +7 to his tentacles. Armor class 14, so please roll low. 15 is not low. Tentacles hit. He takes 1 point of damage. Kapow. And he becomes dazed. And remember, that simply means he can only move or attack, but not both. All right. That was the Grelly's turn. I think we're going to call him Grelly, even though it sounds friendly and he's not. Villain phase is over. Top of the round, back to Vistra. Now she has started her turn, unfortunately, in the volcanic vapors. Ooh, oh, he's going to start his turn there too, isn't he? Shoot. Oh, well, it is what it is. She's now poisoned. Wow. Rough start. I wonder if I should have negated that. Well, too late now. And he can move and attack or make 2 moves. Remember, she does have her crossbow of speed on. Instead of moving, you can attack within 1 tile. Now, I really want her to get off this tile, so I don't think we're going to use our crossbow of speed. Let's just go 1, 2, 3. What's her? She's got a movement of 5. Can I get her to an edge and still attack him? I can't. Okay, so we'll just stick her here for now. That's her move. She's going to try and hit this grell. Unfortunately, she doesn't have anything that does 2 damage, except for her big one where she regains hit points, and I just don't think we want to do that yet. So I think she's just gonna wallop him for 1 with her good old sure strike and see what happens here. 19, yep, she hits him. So she hits Grelly for 1, which is great. And take 1 damage at the start. Well, she got that, so I don't think that counts. Discard this marker at the end of your hero phase if you roll a 10+. And of course, she has a +5 for this. So let's see if she can shake off this poisoned easily. She is no longer poisoned. Okay, good. That's good news. Her turn, however, is over, and we did not explore as much as we wanted to. So we are going to get another encounter. Not the best, but let's see what we can do. Wrath of the Enemy, Curse. You are cursed, you being Vistra. Place this card in front of your hero as a reminder. At the end of your exploration phase, find the monster closest to your hero that is not on your hero's tile. Place that monster adjacent to your hero. You know, this might be a curse more for the enemy. Roll a die at the end of your exploration phase. Discard this card. I kind of like this card. This card means that they're going to come to her and she can double whack them. So I don't think I'm going to negate this. This might be stupid, but I feel like if I can get them within her range, that might be the way to go. Okay, we're in the villain phase. Now, Vistra doesn't control any villains. The only one is Grelly, and he's attached right now to Heskin. So we're not going to activate any monsters, which is kind of interesting because we didn't spawn any either. Let's go back to the hero phase then. Top of the round. Unfortunately, he is starting, so he will be poisoned. He can move or attack, not both. And as much as I would love, love, love for him to attack, do I want him to attack? Urgh. Couple little choices here. So you can't move through monsters, right? I mean, that makes sense. We can move through heroes as long as we don't end our turn there. And we need to get to an edge and we need to get off of this tile. So as much as I would love to kill this grell, instead we're going to just do a move, not both, and we're going to move through Vistra, broop, broop, to get to the edge here. It's the end of our round, so we will get rid of our dazed condition. And let's roll to see if we can get rid of this poison condition. We need a 10 plus 15. All right, we did it. Whew, shook it off, shook it off. Okay, now we didn't attack him, which is kind of a bummer, but you know, also kind of cool. And let's explore. So we're gonna explore down here, which means we're kind of working our way down the tiles, which is totally fine. Let's see what we get. Oh no, it's the long hallway. This is gonna be so terrible. Okay, we're just gonna keep sliding. Long hallway, okay, so let's do this in order because this always, you know, this always gets me really fast. Okay, draw a dungeon tile, place it, draw a monster card. So the first thing that happens, oh, poor Heskin, he's already got this grell attached to him. Now he's going to summon forth a snake. Oh no, it's Pete the Snake. He's going to appear. And the long hallway says, if possible, place the top card from the stack next to this tile's unexplored edge. So we're going to pull another tile because that is possible. Another long hallway? How am I going to film this? Okay. Guys. Give me a moment.